Hi there, how's it going? As you can tell, we got a new lamp. The other one broke, so we have that now. Dude, this hair is all over the place. My God. You know what? I want to go get a haircut. I'll be right back. All right. Hi, we're back now. Let's go ahead and talk about that good old parkour now. The parkour is a mighty heavily debated topic at this current moment. And with Dying to Know episode 4, we got a lot of parkour gameplay showcased to us. Now, before we do dive into the breakdown, I am going to play all of that new parkour gameplay for you first. It's around a minute long and there is a lot in there to discuss. So let's begin. One of the first things that we see are these giant air vents. In these air vents, they push you right up into the air and have you take out your paraglider, and then you are able to fly around and do as you please. But more importantly, there's a blimp right here. Honestly, if we can't go into this blimp, I'm gonna be really disappointed. So Frogman, make it happen. But from up here, you can see the massive open world that is in front of us. And in one of my previous videos, I said that this may be the city. And honestly, after seeing everything in the new gameplay, I'm pretty sure I was wrong, because the city seems big enough to be spotted from anywhere, and this was certainly not it at all. And then we go and we get this section. Now this is the section that everyone is having problems with, and I completely agree that there are some aspects that seem way too slowed down compared to what we are normally used to. It does seem like the jumping is kind of off. It feels like there's a little floaty feel to it. Many people are calling it moon gravity, and it gets real noticeable when Aiden is jumping over and over at this part. And you can even go and compare this to gameplay back from 2019, and it's not this slowed down. Bless you. And if you don't think that the gameplay seems slowed down, let's take a look at this. We're going to skip ahead a little bit to when Aiden jumps off of the building. Aiden jumps off and he slowly makes his way down. Now, many people have a problem with this clip. I think the biggest problem here is that the speed at which Aiden is falling off of the building is not what we are used to. How do I know that? It's simple. Time. So let's take a building from Dying Light 1 of equal or higher distance and jump off of it. And if we compare it to Dying Light 2, it takes about half the time. So it seems slowed down in Dying Light 2 because it takes twice as long to get down in the sequel than it does compared to the original. Now, whether or not this gameplay is edited to make it look cooler or whatnot, what we are currently seeing, it is indeed slower than what we're used to. Personally, I think this is my biggest gripe with the parkour system at this moment. It just seems off. It feels like in some sections of this gameplay, they went in and tuned the playback speed to like 0.5 or 0.75 instead of 1, and it's given us that odd feeling when we're looking at it. But like aside from that, everything else in the video, it looks really smooth. When Aiden is running through the city on the crane, it looks great, feels great. When Aiden wall runs in this clip, it is very fluid and there are no errors at all in it. From start to finish, it is seamless. Even the exiting motion. I remember back in another clip when there was an enemy located at the end of the wall run, we had like this weird magnetic pole right to them. Now that there is no enemy here, there were no issues at all, but there is still a problem to address when there is an enemy present here. But overall, I completely understand and I see all of the floatiness and slowness in the parkour system. This is certainly something I'm pushing them to fix. I mean, literally every day there's someone in the Discord that goes and complains about it, so I'm sure as hell Techland is aware of it, but it never hurts to get me talking about it. But aside from this, we do get a great look at the city, and we are able to see how far we can actually go and what's in store for us. Churches, blimps, and more importantly, blimps. I remember Aussie pointed this one out, but the garbage bags in this section are not colored. They are not our traditional blue bags. So, hashtag BBBB, bring back blue bags. That's just like one subtle change that I noticed. It might make for some interesting situations for when veterans return to the games and they see this change in their world. Might make for some funny situation. And then lastly, to end off the video, we get Aiden paragliding through the city with lots of vents in front of him. It seems like you may be able to combo these vents and keep your momentum going. Each time you fly over a vent, it will push you up and keep you going. Kind of similar to what we saw in the greatest game of all time, Sly Cooper 2. Don't at me. City in the nighttime looks great. There's a little pop-in texture right here, but that's me nitpicking, to be honest. For a scene this big, I'm surprised there isn't more pop-in, so kudos for Techland for fixing some of that up. But yeah, that's the breakdown of all the parkour gameplay that we got from episode 4. We discussed a lot. We talked a lot about gameplay. I got a haircut, got a new lamp. There's a lot going on. But I'd be happy to hear all of your thoughts about it. Do you think the parkour is slowed down? Do you think it isn't? Let me know. I'd be happy to hear it. But anyways, that is all that I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy, please like, subscribe, do all that fancy stuff for me. You know the deal. And with all that said, stay fresh, stay human, have a good night, and more importantly, good luck.